Hey, Jen, how are you? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Hi, Yessie. Man, you guys are fast. Hey. All right, getting on all the other platforms. I am feeling okay, thanks. I had my surgery follow-up appointment today. The whole thing's just weird. Had to go teach a little bit. I only had to teach like one class today. Wasn't too bad. But I've been super, super busy just all day long. But I committed to doing this, so I'm going to do this. And yeah, I actually have another appointment yet tonight with someone for a past life regression. So my night will not end until probably about 9 o'clock. Hey, Harley, good to see you. So yeah, hello, Facebook world, YouTube world. Make sure to say hi. I'm on all the platforms tonight. Come on, rays of sunshine. Please read the room, read my intro. Thank you. You know what? I'm trying to get through this whole surgery thing and all the things. Hi, Shell. Hi, Mara. And deal with the whole TikTok potential thing that's happening. I decided I'm not even trying that red note. That was bad. That was bad news. No, thank you. So hopefully they get this worked out. I have not seen any updates to see if the Senate voted on it today or if it's going to be tomorrow. I'm not sure. To see if we were able to get the extension. Yes, it is. It is. I mean, and it is what it is, right? But I don't think people realize that. They just assume that everyone is like a lot of Americans are very, very self-centered. So we assume that everyone is just like us and their government, their everything. There's literally nothing that's the same. So we just assume that everybody does it the way we do it. So why not just go take 170 million of us, go over there and invade that app, right? And their culture and everything else. So we'll see. But also just the fact that, you know, to me, there's the safety issue of their servers are run by their government, and their government doesn't like us as Americans. So that could be an issue. I'm just saying. So I'm not a big fan of that app. Yeah, I agree, Mac, that I do believe that there's going to be a pivot. I'm oddly calm about it. And that could just be my resolve, and like how whatever happens, happens. And we just go with it. Right. So I think this is a good lesson for all of us in just letting things go and letting things flow. And absolutely, we can reach out to our Congress people. We can reach out to our representatives. We really can, and say, hey, listen, no, you shouldn't be doing this. I feel like in Indiana, they don't actually listen to us though, like at all, in any way, shape, or form. They literally do whatever they want. So still gonna do my part to say what I want, but like, it's just not, Indiana does, our representatives do not listen. We'll just say that. They're bad hombres, bad. So anyway, so I thought I'd come on here for a while and pull some cards because I committed to being on live every single day. I only missed one day. Because I was exhausted, had a crazy busy day. Still, right, Kathy? They don't. They really don't. Our representatives do not listen at all. I mean, they're really pushing white nationalism, unfortunately. Christian nationalism. I don't know, Callie. I have a really great idea for you. Go get a test. Also, read the room. Would you like fries with that? Am I a drive-through? Come on. But I'm sure. Oh, shoot. I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen. Am I delayed? Hey, Lee, let me know if I'm muted. I didn't do a do not disturb on the phone because I'm expecting a text message from someone. I know, Beth. I know. I can't even imagine. Like, I cannot even imagine. Okay, good. Because sometimes I know if the phone rings, it'll be delayed. But also, there's a weird glitch going on with the TikTok situation that that's happening to a lot. When I go see people's lives, like a lot of times it is delayed. So, okay, hang on. There we go. They were calling to remind me of my appointment that I made today. It's for Friday. Oh, I know, Beth. I can tell you right now, if it were me making those laws way back when, it wouldn't happen. I'm hanging in there, Rose. Also, hi, Rose. I've not seen you forever, I feel like. Feeling okay. My knee's pretty bruised. Hanging in there, doing the thing. Hey, Rose, did you see Jesse's new deck? Her Rebel's Path tarot deck. Awesome day and not a day for happiness and for contentment. All right. Yeah, she did not do a very good job of advertising. She should have put herself out there. I'm telling you, you got to go find them because they are awesome. They're all motorcycles. It's all motorcycle stuff. Yeah. So in our group, in our Facebook group, Rose, for students, if you scroll down, Jen had posted a thing about what she had coming up and embedded in that is, I think I need to just have her make a separate post on it, to be honest, because they're pretty awesome. I'm going to use them tonight. Hi, Angel. Oh, this is really hot still. Holy cow. Holy hot. Listen, do not type with your voice. It could come out wrong. Happens to me all the time. Sometimes I'll hit send before I actually proofread it. Oh, I see Ben's in the house. Hi, my friend. How are you? How are you? You guys crack me up. So I'm doing the thing. I'm showing up every day just in case. But I have not checked the news. I've been actually watching like Under the Desk News, V, because she's been really they have been really on top of the updates. And I didn't know if are there any updates yet? Do we know on the extension? Well, welcome, Snowflake. Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to have you. Hey, if anybody here is new, give me a wave. Also, give me a follow. We'll be pulling some cards here tonight. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you in here over there in the YouTube. Tuck said Saturday night at midnight, they're pulling the plug. Well, they will if the ban goes through, yes. I do mentor. You can go check my link in the bio. It said they don't hear from the Supreme Court, they're doing it regardless. Well, if they can delay it, then that would be awesome. They're not going to sell though, Harley. TikTok is not going to sell. Why would they sell? They're just going to get rid of it. They'll just lights out. So, yeah, make sure you guys are following all my social media. I know I saw that, Mara. Thank you. I'm excited. I know, same Snowflake, but we'll see, we'll see how things go. And I mean, this has been a great platform for me. Just stopping by to say hi. I can't stay on. Oh gosh, I'm sorry to hear that, Laura. Oh, many blessings to you. Oh, nice to see you, Sleeping Sun. Okay, cool. On Blue Sky. Yeah, so I'm on Blue Sky, and Instagram and Facebook. I'd rather not make the Meta platform as my main platform. That's the only other place really that I can be. And then YouTube, and then of course YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well. Hi, Jenny. So yeah, if you guys are new, give me a wave, give me a follow, and definitely no personal information, friends. I know I'm not normally on during this time for you to know my rules, but my moderators are very kind, and they will make sure to mute you for like 5 seconds to get rid of your comments, because I do have, unfortunately, a lot of scammer accounts that pretend to be me, and they will reach out to you and pretend that they are offering you some great deal on a reading, or they got some vibe for you. Venry, all you have to do is go check out my website. So they are, I don't ask a personal question, Snowflake. You can ask like a psychic type related question. I'll be happy to answer that, but don't ask a personal question. Okay. But Venry, I have 1 month, I've got 3-month programs. I also have classes that I teach. But my classes that I teach, those are just one-off. You can just drop in whenever they say. So I'm not here to spend your money. So what we do is we do an evaluation for mentorship, and that is half an hour to 45 minutes initial consultation, usually an hour actually. And we decide what your goals are, what you want to do, and then I kind of guide you in what you should do. Kind of what I may not be the mentor for you. I might be able to recommend somebody else, and so Katie, please don't put you're going to get muted just for 5 seconds to take that out of there. Please don't put your personal information. Is there anyone have had a hard time with someone's depression? I'm not a medical doctor, so I cannot really diagnose or help with that kind of situation. You definitely want to talk to medical professionals and like therapists for that kind of stuff. Those things do come up. And if your depression is coming from loss and you're looking for healing, sometimes a medium can help you. But for sure, you definitely want to talk to your medical professionals, people who can really help you address those things. Okay. And if it's for someone else, as you say, then all you can do is sometimes just hold space and have grace for people. It is hard watching other people go through that kind of thing, but all you can do is offer support. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So call in friends, family, call in a good support system, and keep supporting as much as you can. But ultimately, it's up to that person. Interesting. Okay, it might be. Maybe they're trying to support and help. Could be. The other side, our spirit guides, our loved ones on the other side, they are here to support us and help us. They come through with messages. There's a great book that I talk about this book all the time. I recommend it to so many people. It's called Signs by Laura Lynn Jackson. And it's a great resource if you have someone who's sad over losing someone, especially, and learning how to see the signs and communicate with spirit and ask for signs. It is, right, Beth? It's an amazing book. It really is. And it's an easy read. I actually just listened to it. So I highly recommend that to people, especially that are going through some grief, or if you have a friend who's going through grief that has lost someone special. Why is it my husband always asks me for grocery requests when I'm not in a position to send grocery requests? It's called Signs by Dr. Laura Lynn Jackson. It's a really, really good book. And yes, thank you, Rose, for asking people to share. So make sure you guys are sharing out the live. So the whole reason I'm going live every single day this week is to, just in case this goes dark at midnight on Saturday. And I'm kind of hoping that I'm actually hoping just to be online, and we'll see what happens. And is it midnight Eastern time? Is it midnight West Coast time, what exactly are they talking about? Midnight, cutting it down. So hopefully we'll get that extension. It'd be nice if we can get the extension and get things worked out. It's really, really, really unfortunate that the ban went through because it was buried in a humanitarian bill. Shady, sneaky, horrible, and it was snuck in there. And people had no choice, because if they'd have turned down the humanitarian bill, then people wouldn't be getting aid that they needed to get. And it needed to happen. Like, that bill had to pass immediately. So I'd like to think it's not going to. I just want to be prepared, but also let's be realistic. I own a business. I do this as a business. I do professional readings. I teach. I mentor. I should not have all my eggs in one basket. That's all there is to it. Like, I should be diversified. I should be meeting people where they are. Not everyone has TikTok. Like, I know less people out in the wild, like people that just don't have TikTok. I know more people out in the wild in regular life here in Indiana that just don't do TikTok. They might do Facebook or Instagram, they might do YouTube. But all these specialized apps, nobody's doing those out in the real world, like out where I need to market to people here, right? So we have to meet people where they are. See, Beth, I'd be interesting. Yeah. So, I mean, like, think about it. Think about how many people that have no idea what TikTok's like. That's why they don't care if it gets banned, because it doesn't affect them, right? 170 million people do have it, but there's a lot more that don't, right? Or that participate in it. Sorry, I had to tell my husband, hey there, spiritual peeps, get on LinkedIn and network. I've never had any luck with LinkedIn. But some people do. So again, I'm trying, because I'm so ADD and so distracted and so spread thin with running two businesses. I have to figure out what works best and make that work. So I love numerology, Beth. I think if I were to go down another rabbit hole, I would do that. I would go down numerology. I love numerology, and I like studying it as for my personal stuff. And I do incorporate numerology into my readings and things like that. I think there's absolute merit to it. And actually, when I was little, I came up with my own numbers language. I thought I was inventing something. So thought I was inventing something. Okay, so you're getting 4 4s, which is 16, which is 7, right? Am I reading that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 16, which breaks down to 7. So, but see, we're in 2025. So to me, 2025 is a numeric number 9, right? So there's going to be a lot of endings. There's going to be a lot of things that change drastically, a lot of cycles ending. So that's why I've said all along, even if TikTok stays, it's going to look different. Hi, Lace. How are you? Yeah. So I do believe there's going to be, oh my God, thoughts on dinner. I'm telling him, I'm on TikTok live. What part? Okay, y'all get ready. You get to hear me angry type again. He does this to me all of the time. Hey, I'm on TikTok live right now. So he's going to keep spam texting me questions. Part of I am on live. Did you miss? And I have a regression. So you do you on food. What do you think? Full awakening for everyone. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, I've never had ratatouille, Lace, but I like the show. He's killing me here. I'm telling you, the man does not read anything that I say in text messages. He'll ask me a question, I'll answer. Then he'll ask me again, same question. He's killing me. So the funny thing is directed to use a person and no other person to matter. Oh, I know Rose is here for this. She knows. She's familiar with my husband and his antics. Tap, 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 and share. Thank you. I do love numerology. I love the vibration. I think there's absolute merit. Well, I was going to, except he always asks me when I'm not in a position to go look through the pantry, take stock of what we have. And then if I tell him to pick certain things up, like to make a soup, he has no clue what he's looking for. And he's like spam texting me from the grocery. So it's just easier to be like, how about you do you? And I'll order groceries tomorrow. Thank you, though. I try to be very nice about it. And also he could just go into the live and ask. What's crazy is my mom has been on a couple lives. She has seen a couple of my lives, but for the most part, like my like close friends and family don't watch my lives. It's crazy. Just DoorDash. You know what? I do not like to DoorDash because you have to pay the driver fee and tip and whatever, and then the cost is all jacked up and high. So exactly, Harley. It might actually be a good grilled cheese and soup night. It does. He will do the same thing. Normally I'm teaching, like right now, normally I'm teaching dance and he will do the same thing. He will text me grocery list, like teaching 4-year-olds. Teaching, not in a position to go through the pantry right now and go through the inventory. Because usually what it is he's already at the store. And so by the time I actually do respond to him, he's, oh, sorry, I'm already gone. Anybody else's husband do that? And he will show up with like 8 bags of chips and pretzels and all that stuff. No, because again, it's too high maintenance when I have to tell him, can you pick up kale? Well, what kind of kale? What does it look like? Da-da-da-da. Hey, Mandy. Hey, we were just talking about the whole red note thing. How I'm just not in. Too many red flags on that. How are you though? And we're also talking about how, it is important to, as spiritual practitioners, to meet your clients where they are. So if this is your business, you have to market. I deleted it very soon, like the same day I created it, because the amount of spam texts I was getting that made me very uncomfortable that they could just text me like that. And when I've never had that from TikTok. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel good about it. My husband will text me 500 times from the grocery store and still come home with the wrong thing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So as Mary Beth says, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, Rooney. If you have to ask that, then maybe you should reconsider the entire relationship. All right. Yeah. So as a spiritual practitioner, it's important to know your audience, know your market, do the research, that's all there is to it. Well, I do the shopping, but the man literally eats nonstop. He is super fit and he eats nonstop. So he goes through a lot of food. So I'm going to just go get your snacks. You do you. Where to put my energy. I know that's what I'm doing too, Mandy. But when they first started talking about the ban over the summer, I was like, okay, you know what? I had a pretty, good ground game anyway, as far as like going through Camp Chesterfield. I do live things. I do in-person things. And I had already had an Instagram. I already had a YouTube. I already had a Facebook. They just weren't performing very well. And then I finally gave in to TikTok all these years later, I mean, I have 10 years of being a practitioner before I ever got on TikTok. So, TikTok was fun and it blew up, and I've gained so much from, and like so much new business. It has absolutely enhanced my business, and I'm going to absolutely be sad if it goes anywhere. Absolutely. Because I'm going to have to work way, way harder, and having two businesses, I just don't have a ton of time. I have to pivot is what I'm going to have to do. And I've known that for a while. So I've been doing more multi-streaming. That's why I do multi-streaming. So I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, usually, not tonight. On Thursday mornings, I do all those platforms in addition to TikTok all at once. I'm learning how to use StreamYard as a multi-streaming platform. I still have a lot to learn on that. So yeah. Mary Beth, I don't even take stuff personal anymore. I just, it's not worth my energy to figure out streaming on other platforms. I barely had time to stream here. Yeah. And see, that's just it. When TikTok, or when this is not your full-time job and you have other things, then, it's crazy. And other person's shops. And if you dabble in numerology, you don't need to see them. Yeah. Yeah. See, what I like about TikTok is it does put me out to other time zones, other other places that are not just local here. Because again, I'm in Indiana, where I'm in one of those states where the laws are so antiquated that once this new administration takes over and all these people move in and we go into the people wanting to do Christian nationalism, I could literally be arrested for what I do because of the way the laws are written. So I may have to pivot on what I call myself or how I advertise myself. But also I teach dance at night, so it's hard for me to, and I have competitions on weekends, so it's hard for me to go into other places like these little metaphysical stores and things like that. It's hard for me to go into those places and do readings. So wherever you're from, Shanna, look at your local laws. If you are in a red state that has been historically conservative, like Indiana, I would say Pennsylvania actually still has these laws on the books. They just have never been taken off the books. And actually, I remember at some point this past year, there was a gal that, so be careful. Oh, you're in Oregon? You're fine, Shanna. You're good. Texas, look up the laws. I'm telling you. Yeah. Take a huge portion of your compensation, at least. Yes. And you know what? Even the places that I've been here, they do. And so this is why I feel like TikTok has really given me a great space, and it helped me up my game to be able to pull in more people and really, I've probably quadrupled my business. Yeah, it is, Harley, but Indiana's right there with you. Right there with you. The laws that they're trying to pass right now that are absolutely out of control. Yeah, that's why I don't really, and plus I've never been to one here in Indiana, like in central Indiana, that I actually like. I'm here for it, Beth. I'm hoping so. But in order to do that, I think we have to crash and burn first, unfortunately. And believe me, this is not about fiscal. This isn't about those things. This is just kind of a lot about shoving things, down our throats. Why do you feel that we can't do our services here? Because it's going to be banned as of Saturday at midnight, unless the Senate steps in and votes, it gives it a stay. Unless they say it's okay, that they're going to keep it for a while until we can have more hearings and do more due diligence. Friend used to read at the Blue Butterfly in Valpo. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's metaphysical stores, but so some of you have been around. As Kristen, you'll appreciate this. So I think it'd be funny. The building that I got kicked out of so they could widen the road, they moved this 180-year-old building. It's historic here in my town, put it up on blocks, and it's rotting away. Kristen, have you driven by it lately? Like, it makes me so angry. Yes, absolutely, Beth. So my thought was, when they finally moved that building to its new location, they have said that they're probably going to sell that building because it's too old to make like into offices. It's going to be a lot of money to repair. So I was like, wouldn't it be great if, since the closest, if you Google metaphysical stores, the closest one to us here where we are, Kristen, is like 10 miles, you know? Okay, all right. I'm so glad you popped in, Mandy. I'm so glad you popped in. I'd love to, between now and Saturday night, be really cool if we wanted to pop in and talk it. If you want to pop into one of my lives and chat, if you have time, let me know. I'd love that. I haven't had people up in my box forever. I just haven't. Not because I'm rude, but I think it's a great idea. So message me and let's kind of get a plan together. Because I think I love, make sure you guys are following Mindful Media Mandy. She's so informative and she does not BS. She does not BS. She's legit and she's very good about doing her due diligence before just saying shit. She's a right good medium too. And she teaches classes. Well, do you still teach classes, Mandy? Well, I know she's getting ready to go. She may not be around still, but yeah, make sure you guys are following her. Space I'm going to look at is going to fit my vision. Well, my plan is to piss off the entire county to buy that building after they repair it. And there you go. And I'll make it a metaphysical store because that's what I need, a third business. I decided to follow you because I see that your point. Wait, hold on. Okay, I decided to follow you because I see that your point on unlike others. So I try to be the right thing, do the right thing. They haven't officially said, but it looks like they're going to be putting it right by the Methodist Church, by the Historical Society, and close to, like, over in that same area on Union as all the other stuff over there. So hopefully, if it doesn't rot where it stands, like, it's going to be rotten at this point. It's disintegrating. So I don't even know if I would want to purchase it at this point. Hi, Ruby. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody on all the platforms. So I thought I would pull some cards here. It was, but have you been by it, John? I'll have to take pictures of it and post pictures because it's literally rotting. They put it up on those blocks and it's been sitting exposed to the elements, windows open, the siding's falling off of it. It's horrible. It's just rotting before. And the wood that was so well preserved under the building that was in the basement, completely rotted. Completely rotted. It's awful. No, they don't have it protected in any way, shape, or form because the state purchased it. They don't care. Had the Historical Society purchased it like they did the Barker cabin, we'd have a really, really cool building to share in this town, but they don't care. So, yeah. So I thought it'd be fun just to pull some cards for a little bit. I got to watch my time. I do have a past life regression. So welcome in, everybody. Make sure you're tapping and sharing. I haven't paid attention to any of that stuff. I'm just trying to make sure we're out here and people know that I'm around. And I'm a psychic medium. I mentor. I teach classes. I do have classes starting again in February. I took the month of January off because I had surgery last week on my knee, and I'm going to be out of town for a little bit and getting back into teaching and all that. So lots going on. Hi, Hannah. Good to see you. So I don't know, ML. How about we not put our personal questions in the chat and read the intro? You might get muted for 5 seconds by my amazing mods to take your question out because I have scammers that will find you. I am actually in central Indiana. That's okay, Mo. I know there are lots of practitioners who you could just go in and drop your stuff, right? But I, however, am not a McDonald's drive-through. So there you go. I am healing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm still super bruised. I met with the physician's assistant today. I mean, I'm only a week out. It still hurts. It still bugs me. So, and I still haven't, I'm still trying to do too much because PT starts on Friday. PT starts on Friday. Yeah. So I thought I would do some cards, and I'll use my my awesome friend and student, Jessie, Psychic Biker, her tarot deck. I thought we could use her deck today, get some messages. And also I'll use my, of course, Dancing Spirit Oracle deck that I created. And those are for sale on my website as well. And you have there, I do have a free gift with purchase while supplies last. And I have plenty of supplies because I over-ordered, of course. So you heard of arnica for bruising and sore muscle. It's homeopathic gel cream. I have not. Taking it easy. Well, I mean, I'm not. No, I go up and down stairs, and they told me to just keep, because it wasn't like a knee replacement. It wasn't muscular. It was literally, they've reshaped my meniscus and shaved my patella, and took something out of that. I don't know, but it's not muscular. So I'm sore because they were digging around in there, but they said just start walking on it and all that. So it wasn't like a full replacement or anything. Oh, yikes. Yeah. And I still don't know. Oh, come on, Mabel. Really? Read the room, please. Do you want some fries with that? Come on. Read the room and read my intro. Okay. Thank you. And of course, now all my mods are gone. That's all right. Oh, no, they're not. Yours, Jessie. So we will mute you for 5 seconds if you put a personal question because of my scammers. Okay. My spammers, scammers, whatever. Thank you, Jessie. I adore you. Okay. So this is how we play the game. I have 4 people between the Facebook and the YouTube, and then I've got my people here on TikTok. So we're doing awesome on the likes. Let's get to 100 shares. Okay, that's cool. I appreciate you, Jessie. Someone might be existing outside. Hey, Olive, come here. Olive, come. Good girl. Good, come on, come. Sit. Hey, place, sit. Thank you. Good girl. She does listen sometimes, not very often. You went and volunteered at the zoo after your surgery. Yep. See? All right. So I know, not yet. So let's get to 100 shares. All right. There are 35 of you in here. Each of you share with at least 5 people. We're totally at 100 shares. But let's share with, let's get up to 100 shares, and I'll do some readings. All right. Now, if you're in Facebook or YouTube, I have no way of measuring what you're doing over there through this. But it'd be really cool if you wanted to share with people. And hi, sweet girl. Hi. Oh my goodness. Now you're being cute. You're being so cute. Oh, you guys can't see my puppy. She's adorable though. She's super fluffy. She got a bath yesterday. So let's get to 100 shares, and then I will do some readings and pull some cards before I have my client today. Yeah. Be awesome. Thank you. And also make sure you're following me on my other platforms. It's Lorenda Carr Medium on all the platforms. And once, if and when TikTok is, yanked out from underneath us, then I will still be consistently going live on the other platforms. Okay. I actually do Spirit Signs and Sips every Thursday morning, 10 to noon. every Thursday, 10 to noon Eastern Standard Time. And sometimes I'll have guests on there, and sometimes I'll just do readings. It's still free. But I do that on all my platforms: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. And that's always a fun time too. I enjoy doing those. So make sure you guys are following me on everything. Oh, good girl. That's a good girl. Hi, thank you. She's keeping me safe over here. Are you protected, Mama? Are you protecting Mama? Thank you for being part of my team. So we're going to hope. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Thank you. So how this works, and I'll explain while you guys continue to share. So how this works is I will give you an emoji to start sharing. All right. If you are interested in a reading. Okay. So then you'll start sharing the emoji, and then I'll put my hand up and I'll turn my head, and then I'll count backwards from 5. And then I'll look at the screen at whichever platform that I'm choosing from at that moment. And then the first name that I see is the one who gets the reading. Okay. So that's how we do it. But I want to get to 100 shares at least. Get some people in the room. I know it's probably like dinner time for a lot of people, so it's probably going to be low numbers today. So that's fine. Perfectly fine. And then we'll pull cards. I'll do a tarot card and an oracle card for each person that gets chosen. And what's happened the last few times is sometimes what'll happen is I'll get a spirit that will step in, and we'll do a spirit message. Yeah. So hi, Rocco. How are you? Good to see you. So if you're not chosen, then what I would suggest is to hop on over to one of my other platforms that I'm also live on right now, and make sure you follow me on those as well. Because what I'll do is I'll go from TikTok to Facebook to YouTube and do readings that way. Oh no, Becky. Yeah, you said that it was being delayed earlier. Am I delayed for anybody else, or is it? I'm telling you, it's a TikTok glitch. I've seen it all week with other creators too. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Yeah, you should tell people just swipe out and come back in. So sometimes you actually have to like swipe completely out of the app and then come back in. Yeah, it's been real glitchy this week. They're probably preparing for the big shutdown. Just throwing that out there. All right. We're getting there. We're so close to 100 shares, you guys. Oh yeah, free up space or clear caches and settings. Yes. Have you ever not been able to read someone because a spirit is religious? They're not religious on the other side. They come through and they will give us a description of themselves and you're welcome, what they were like when they were alive, but that does not stop a connection. Absolutely not. I can connect to people who have never actually incarnated. So this tea is so yummy right now. Also, and that's cute. I love my little teacup or tea, whatever it is. We're almost there. Keep going, guys. There are 34 of you in here. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Let's get to 100 so we can do some readings. This is why I don't ask for money on the app. Now, if you want a private reading, yes, absolutely. You're gonna have to pay for that. But here, I know, isn't that cute? We can do it. We had 1,000 shares the other night. Isn't that crazy? We had 1,000 shares. So getting to 100 is no big deal. You guys can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Isn't that fun, Kathy? My son and his girlfriend got me that for my birthday. not incarnated yet. So, I mean, a spirit is a spirit is a spirit, right? So what had happened was there was a child that was in utero but not born that came through. Yeah. So that's happened. And but I mean, think about it. We're spirit, and maybe that soul was not supposed to incarnate. Like, I do past life regression, and I do and connect to my higher self. I connect in other dimensions. So things that I thought just sounded crazy and ridiculous and off the wall have been like proven to me over and over and over again. So that, what I'm talking about right there, as far as like the in utero situation, was actually in a class that I was in. And I did not know that the person had lost their child, had never incarnated on earth. Oh, no. Sometimes they would have incarnated on earth, but sometimes they haven't. And actually, like this soul I'm talking about that was in this particular class with this friend, this classmate of mine, who, again, I didn't know her story. I didn't know that she had lost a child before it was born. I remember it was trance class. So the child had stepped into my energy and I could see the child, what it would have looked like. But then also, like, it was fascinated, like my hands were moving everywhere and I could tell it was fascinated with having a body. It was just fascinated. So yeah, I could tell my father's in spirit with me. They always are. But I'm not reading that way. Okay, we're over 100. We're over 100 shares now. Whoop, whoop. Thank you guys for doing that. So let's do this. Since you guys did the whole sharing thing on TikTok, we'll start there. Let's do this. And so how about we draw, since my puppy was being so cute, let's do puppy dogs. I try to drop the knowledge, Yessie. Let's drop, if you would like to be considered for a card. Hi, Cheer. Good to see you. Good to see you. If you'd like to be considered for a card, drop a puppy dog or a doggy emoji, whichever one, whatever. Puppies. We like the puppies. And then what I will do is, there we go. Now we're rolling. That's it. All right. So now I will cover the screen and I will count backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the first name that I see that my old eyes adjust on will be who gets the reading. Looks like Shell, Chell, Shell. Congratulations. Let's do this. All right. What does Shell need to know? Let's kick this off. All right, Shell, you have Temperance. Check out these cards. How cool are they? I love the motorcycles. So Shell, all right, you have the Temperance card, which tells me you're trying to balance some sort of balance. There's a yin and yang, two things that don't seem like they'd go together or going together. And Lovers. Oh, so actually, like in one of the books that I started, you ride. That's awesome, Shell. So you're welcome. You got this first. This tells me that so like if in the book that I used to use when I was first learning tarot, it actually had said like that Temperance can actually be referring to LGBTQIA plus relationships, right? Two things that are not likely to blend, but do somehow magically. And so I feel like this is pointing out that maybe there's someone in your life, a partner, it could be an actual lover partner, it could be a friend partner, it could be a business partner, someone who shares a passion that you do. It could be another fellow biker, right? That you are connecting with. And actually it's like an unlikely match. It's an unlikely Like, who knew we'd be friends? And I feel like this is kind of saying right now, be open to those relationships, be open to those unlikely relationships, because I feel like someone new might be coming into your existence, right? Someone new might be coming in to your into your view that could actually offer something really amazing in your life. Yeah. Oh, hi, Nat. You ride also. Also, fun fact, I ride. I ride a Harley. So does my husband. Not with my busted knee though. Oh, and also the 18-degree weather. So, so I feel like right now you're being called to be open to seeing things from a different perspective, as far as like new friendships, new relationships, new partnerships. So, I love it. I love it. So yeah, I love to ride, and I've missed it this year. I had hurt my shoulder, and then after my shoulder started feeling better, I hurt my knee. So I hardly rode it all. I didn't ride it all this year, which makes me sad. Well, no, it's not. Yeah, I haven't ridden it all all of 2024. They are heavy. And I'm 5'4", so I had to have mine lowered an inch, and I have a Softail Deluxe. So my bike is like 650 pounds, I think. But I got this. It's fine. I love it. All right. So if you're in TikTok and you feel so inclined, so you could too. Yes, you could. Just have that lowered. I had it lowered a little bit. So I love that we got moms and daughters in here. I love it. All right. So over in Facebook world, you guys are on it. Look at you. You're like, we are ready. We're doing the things. So over in Facebook world, let's do a reading for you guys. All right. Drop those puppy dog emojis over in Facebook. And if you're not following me in Facebook, TikTok, this is your cue to go follow me on Facebook, Lorenda Carr Medium. Yeah. All right. You have a super glide lowered. Ooh, nice. All right. So while you guys are over here, if you're not going to come over to the Meta platform, that's okay. Tap, 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 and share. See if we can get to me 150 shares. Okay. All right. Here we go, Facebook. We're going to choose someone in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's the first name that I see when I look is going to be Kathy. Whoop, whoop. I see Lacey over here too. Smart lady. And Tammy's over here too. I see all of you guys. Thank you. All right. The 6 of Swords comes up for you, Kathy. This is a card about moving on from rough waters, leaving something behind. And I love this. I love the imagery in this, because you can see like the person looking in the rearview mirror. It's like leaving that mess behind, right? Oh, it's okay. You could just type dog, Kim. It's fine. And then rising phoenix comes with it. So rising from the ashes. So this is interesting for you, Kathy. Whatever this is, it's referring to is like you're leaving something behind you. You're leaving something in the dust, and you're able to just be like, you know what? Okay, I need to reinvent myself. Or I need to recreate myself. I can come back from this. I can come up from this and be a better, stronger person. So this 6 of Swords is definitely like, and don't look over your shoulder at it. It's in the rearview mirror, period. Yeah. And it's time to actually look forward and see how high you can fly and how much you can expand. So I hope that makes sense for you, Kathy. All right. Let's see. Now are y'all on YouTube? Because it's YouTube turn. I see Tammy's over, and Tammy's on at me, and she's like, now I am. I'm making the rounds. All right. So YouTube, let's check out the YouTube and drop the emojis in the YouTube. Lorenda Carr Medium. Is that Kim Selby? I see you popping in my live. Hello. Shine on, my friend. You need that with your decluttering. Okay, there you go, Kathy. I love that made sense. All right. So if you are in the YouTube, Lorenda Carr Medium, make sure you're in there dropping those puppy dogs. There's Lacey. She's like, I'm making the rounds too. Let's do it. Hey, it works out well. There's only 9 people in there. So your chances of getting your reading are pretty darn good. All right, here we go. So I'm going to pick the first name I see on the YouTube channel in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Tammy, it is you. Good job. All right. You're like, yes, playing the game worked out. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So, oh, thank you, Kim, for the rose. I appreciate you. King of Swords comes up for Tammy. Okay. King of Swords. And this could be doctors, lawyers. This might be referring to people who had their head over their heart, who can still be compassionate, but really have to think with their head over their heart. Let's see what comes with it. You get the higher self. Ooh, you're kind of being called to be discerning. Like you need to kind of take charge of a situation. And there might, if you're, so I'm going to give you like an example. So if you're choosing a doctor, if you're choosing a lawyer, you need to kind of consult your higher self and use your intuition on it. Because I feel like whatever this choice is, it's got to be, you have to make a logical choice. There's a logical choice you've got to go with. And I feel like you do know what you need to do, or you need to like, at least, I feel like you're taking in information from a lot of people and you want to lead with your heart. Quit leading with your heart so much. In this situation, you might need to put your head over your heart and lead from, or make a decision from your mind instead. So, hi, Mandy. I see Mandy's in there. Yep, let's get to 150 shares over there in the tickety-tocketies. For sure. So thank you, Tammy, for bouncing to all of the platforms. I appreciate you. Okay, does that make sense at all, Tammy, to you? It's like, so that King of Swords to me is always my husband because he's a lawyer, right? It could be an accountant and a lawyer, someone who can still be compassionate, but has no choice. Like a doctor doesn't have time to, like, they can feel bad for you, but they can't go in and be like, oh God, they can't get emotional over your brain surgery. They have to be like focused. Same with a lawyer. They can feel bad for your situation, but the law is the law is the law. And your higher self is trying to come in. Okay. So life decisions, consult your higher self, meditate with your higher self and ask for that higher self to come in and give you some insight and wisdom on that. Okay. So, and I feel like you know more than what you think. I want you to give yourself more credit. Okay. Because you got this. All right. How am I doing on time? Okay. Like 6:37. Okay. I have a past life regression appointment to do tonight. And I reached out and I'm like, hey, can you go earlier? And I was like, just text me. Text me when you're ready for it. And I do need to feed my dogs before. So, all right. So good. I'm glad that makes sense for you, Tammy, for sure. All right. So now let's go back to the TikTok world. Let's make that shift. Let's go on back. All right. So, how about we do drop those doggies? Drop those doggies. There's Tammy. You're fast. You're like, it's an app. We just move quick. Go from one to the next to the next. All right. So drop a puppy dog. We're not to 150 shares yet, though. Hold up. 7 more shares. There's 30 of you. Let's do this. I'm going to wait. I want to see 7 shares happen right now. Go. 7 shares. I said 150. Let's get our 150. Y'all are rock stars. Here we go. All right, let's do this. Okay, so now drop your puppy dogs. Go ahead and spam away, puppy dogs. And I will choose the first person that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Oh, that was like, oh my gosh, wait. That went way too fast. Okay, hold on. Let me turn and like look again. Sorry about that. Like my eyes literally crossed. Did you all see that? Okay, ready? I'm going to look again. Here we go. Marissa. Who? Like that made my eyes do this weird thing. That was bizarre. They're like crossing almost. All right, Marissa. Okay, Marissa. Let's see. What does Marissa need to know? Marissa, you get the Fool card. Also, how funny is this? So the traditional card is like a guy like leaping off a cliff with the bag and with the to-go bag, basically. And then the little dog going, I want to go too. Right. But in this one, it's been the motorcycle. I love it. I love it. All right. So Marissa, you get the Fool card, and that comes along with vibration. Oh man. So I feel like you made a resolution or you made a decision at the beginning of this year or like right now. And if you're just on the fence with it, this is Spirit saying it's time. Fool is all about starting a new journey. And one of my favorite meditations, actually, it's a long one, but it's a really good meditation, is the Journey of the Fool in the tarot deck, where you start with the Fool. The Fool's like, I'm going to go on an adventure and learn some lessons, right? And you pack your bag and get your dog and you go off and do the thing. Yeah. And you go on the adventure, and then you go to the magician first. And the magician says, okay, friend, this is what you need. Here are your tools. Then you go to the high priestess. High priestess is like, how about I pull back the veil for you so you can see things clearly? And just so you know, that Spirit is supporting you. So right now, Spirit is calling you as you start on this new journey as the Fool. You need to make sure you are living in your own vibration. Be in your own, like in a vibration where if you meet new people, they vibe with you in a way that you like and that is good for you. Okay, that helps you grow. If it's uncomfortable and you're like, ooh, yikes, I'm not a fan here, you're not in my vibration. You don't get to come on this journey with me. So keep the people in your vibration that are going to help you be successful. They're going to help you achieve your goals. They're going to help lift you up and help you learn in a good, positive way. I mean, lessons are hard. There's no question. Lessons are hard sometimes, but they don't have to destroy us necessarily. Okay. And if you can align with people, with your people, that this vibration is so important. Do a vibe check. If people around you are not, if you're looking to clean house on friends, this is the time to do it. Okay. Raise your vibration and start pulling in people around you. So I hope that makes sense for you, Marissa. It's like everybody who disappeared all of a sudden. That was weird. Hope y'all are tapping the screen. I don't see any hearts. There they go. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Marissa. So I hope that made sense. You're still there, Kim. Yay. Also, make sure you guys are fun. Kim Duff Selby is such a fun creator, you guys. And I just enjoy watching her so much. I love seeing your content. Just find your joy, find your spark. You're welcome. So follow her for the couple days that we have TikTok left. All right. How am I doing on time? 6:30. I have time for a few more. And then, so really quick, my name's Lorenda Carr. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a mentor. I do QHHT, past life regression. And I do a lot of things for Camp Chesterfield even. So here, a spiritualist camp and college here in Indiana. Yeah. So lots of things. I do all the things. Nice to meet you too, Devin. I go to Michigan actually at least once a year because I go up for a tap festival in Detroit every year. Stayed in the best Airbnb in this cute little neighborhood too. This last time, it was awesome. So anyway, all right. So let's move over to, I believe it's Facebook's turn now. So let's go over to Facebook. Lorenda Carr Medium, if you're following me on Facebook. As much as I would love to just boycott the Meta as a result of this whole TikTok issue, I was on Meta. I've been on Meta since 2008. So that's where my business is. Makes no sense. So Facebook, go over and drop the puppy dogs, and I'll pull another card. All right, let's get those. Ooh, Kim's on it. Look at you go. Let's do this. All right, here we go. I'm going to choose someone in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hi, Paula. 1. And who's going to be? It is Kim. Whoop. Oh, close second to Lacey, though. Man, hang in there, Lacey. We got you. I got you. And oh, there's Jenna. We got somebody else popping in there too. I love that. And a new person. I love seeing new people. All right, here we go. Wait, who did I say? Kim. I was like, wait, who did I say? It's Kim. Harley Rider. Got it. I'm a mess sometimes. My ADD takes over. All right, you got Ace of Pentacles. Here is your sign, my friend. Buy that Harley. Buy another Harley. Sold. Ace of Pentacles is, I feel like there's, let me see what comes with this. Aura. There's something about your energy right now that I feel like you could step into this energy of let's learn something new to add to my being. I feel like, so whether it's take a class or go to a workshop or do something, I feel like there's something on your radar where you're like, should I do this? Should I not do this? I don't know. What do I want to do? There's something about that that's going to actually help you up your game, either for work or for life or something like that. But I do love, I feel like the auctioneer going sold to Harley Rider in the back. And I feel like it is time to up your game. There's something new that you need to learn so you can expand yourself. Okay. So you can expand and grow in your own energy. And this really is perfect time, especially January when we're not out riding our bikes because it's cold outside. It's a perfect time to do that, right? I'm glad it makes sense to you. Good. So that is the message for you. If you want to expand that aura, if you want to enrich the color of that aura, you want to have that energetic expansion, it's time for you to look into that new thing. So, all right. Thank you. And thanks for bouncing around to all the platforms. That's pretty awesome. Appreciate you. All right. So now we go to the YouTube. Hint, hint. Go to the YouTube and drop the puppy dogs if you would like to be considered for a reading. I like seeing the numbers shift. We go from like 1 in YouTube to like 8. It's awesome. So Lorinda Carr Medium. I'm going to see what's happening over here in the YouTube. See what we can get. Maybe. I have no idea how delayed it is though on YouTube. I'm not sure if it's delayed or what I don't know. I think there's like a 5-second delay. Maybe no one's in YouTube. If no one responds in YouTube, then I will go back to TikTok. Oh, there's one. Oh, here we go. There we come. Okay, here we go. Lacey's like, I am not going to miss this dang opportunity. All right, here we go. We got the YouTubers on here now. All right, we're going to choose the first name that I see. I'll give a chance to like let them go, like get going here. We get you on your roll. And I'll choose the first name I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Lacey. Woohoo. You're like, it's about damn time. Look, we have more people over there. Yay. I'm so glad. Make sure you guys are following me on that and subscribing to my channel, by the way. All right. So Lacey, let's get you a card here. Lacey, the Hanged Man. Way to wait around. It's delayed. It's seeing things from a different perspective, actually, and authenticity. Ooh, look at the vibration of those. Those actually vibe pretty well together. So Lacey, I would say, I feel like you're supposed to take a step back and look at things from a different perspective. Either someone specific or a situation. There's something you're supposed to be like hanging upside down going, but what if I looked at it from this perspective? But don't compromise your authenticity. Like, don't compromise yourself. You can still be authentic and you can still, I still feel like there's a situation you need to create some distance to and go, let me see how things play out. And don't compromise who you are in the meantime. Okay. You don't have to come out guns blazing by any means, but like, I feel like you can still be yourself And it might take a minute for you to figure out how to integrate yourself into a situation without stepping on toes. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Spirit's just saying, take a step back and give it a minute. You don't have to compromise who you are. You don't have to compromise your values. You can still live authentically, but try to see things from a different perspective. That's the big message here for you, Lacey. Oh, hi, Michelle. Yay, you guys are all coming over. So I hope that made sense. I wonder how delayed YouTube is. Hi, Angela. Well, it's nighttime here. Okay. I feel like, let me see if I can tune in a little bit more. There's an energy of someone coming at you from some, it's like they're trying to convince you of something. Okay. Hi, Cookie Monster. Nice to see you. It's like, it's the imagery I see is someone coming at you going, no, but see how I see it. See it this way, see it this way, to see this way. And I feel like you're being asked to see it from someone else's perspective. You can still be authentic. You can still stick to your guns, stick to your principles, and have grace for them as well for being different. And maybe this is just something you're supposed to be focusing on right now, period. But I feel like they're showing me this isn't just like a generalization. My guides are showing me this is actually specific to a situation. So this might keep this on your radar, keep it in your back pocket because it might come up tomorrow. Okay. This might be Spirit's way of kind of forewarning you to say, yeah. So instead of jumping the gun and being like, bah, and reacting so quickly, take a step back, check the reaction at the door and think twice how you can still be authentic, still deliver your message, still have a conversation without compromising your own self, but without, destroying someone in the meantime. So hopefully that made sense. So hope that was helpful. All right. So, and thanks for hanging out and bouncing around from all the places. So let's do this. Let's do a collective reading really quick because it is getting to the point where I do need to feed my dogs, and I will probably be hearing from my client here pretty soon. Okay, I'm glad that makes more sense, Lacey. Good. I am going to have to start getting ready for the past life regression client that I had like in 20 minutes, but I also have to take care of my dogs before that happens. So let's do a collective reading. Let's see what Spirit has to say kind of for the rest. Let's see. You know what? Oh, I have a fun idea. I haven't done this yet. I have not. I'll leave those because we've already done those cards. Okay. Let's do a pull cards on. Let's see what the cards have to say about the TikTok ban. I haven't done that yet. You would think that I would have by now, but I haven't. It's like, I think part of me doesn't want to know. I'm just resolved to be okay with whatever happens. Because it's like, what am I going to do about it? So I haven't pulled cards on it. So let's see. And what I'll do is I will read them for their actual meanings and we'll see how the story plays out. How's that? Because I feel like when I'm emotionally invested, I know they haven't decided yet. I mean, I hope we're going to keep our fingers crossed. And I hope that we can get the delay. It'd be great if we get a delay because then it does give people more of an opportunity to argue their cases and to present their side. And, we'll see. So let's see what the cards say about the fate of TikTok. We're just going to see what the cards say. I am not trying to personally invest myself into this. I'm going to see what the cards say. What which is funny because I'm using the Rebel's Path cards, tarot cards. That's awesome. All right, let's see. So we'll do past, present, situation, advice, and outcome. Interesting. Okay, so recent past is 7 of Cups. And those of you who know tarot are going to be like, what? 7 of Cups is feeling like you're in a fog. You can't see the forest for the trees. We have no idea what's coming. All these, there's options there, but nobody knows what to do. So I'd say that's pretty on point, right? Okay. In the present is 6 of Pentacles, which is charity. It's giving something out of the kindness of your heart. It's overflow. So I guess if I put a meaning to it, could be that in the present, we're trying to get some grace. We're trying to give, hi, Kelly. We're trying to get that extension. We're asking for that charity. We're asking for that favor, right? In the present, that's what we're doing. The situation is Knight of Cups. Knights are doers. When I see Knight of Cups, I literally think knight in shining armor. Like knight on the white horse. It is, knights are doers. They work from a place of emotion. It's psychic energy. It's artistic energy. And I don't know about he can go fuck. Like, no, he's not even in my radar. He's not buying it. They won't let him. They'll let TikTok tank before they let him buy it. He's not saving anything. But I do feel like, and this is a situation. This is not a person. This is a situation. The situation is we're looking for the knight in shining armor. We're looking for the savior. We're looking for action to take. Okay, so if we look at it from the position of how the card is, that's what that would mean, right? So we are looking for that. We're hoping for that. The advice is 9 of Wands, which is stand your ground. You've built something. People are looking to what we've built. So this is like holding down the fort. This is the advice. So standing ground. All right. Again, I'm not trying to like assign any of my meaning to it. I'm just telling you what the cards mean. I kid you not, friends. The outcome card is the 6 of Wands, which is winning, victory. So I feel like if I'm asking the cards about how things are going to play out for TikTok, this is what I would, and it was from TikTok's perspective, not from the government's perspective. It's TikTok's and the user's perspective. Let's see what Oracle card comes with that. What do we need to know about this TikTok ban situation? Ancestors, very interesting. So the ancestors do you want some fries with that, Copeland? Or are you going to read the room? Maybe give me a follow. Say hi, introduce yourself. So ancestors, I feel like because, yeah, I know, Becky, at all. Well, no, he's trying to be because he's trying to be because he tries to be involved in everything. I feel like our ancestors of the other side, spirit guides, all the people that are in our past are stepping in to try to help. Yes. Yeah. Yes. See, you're right. It does. That card, if you just look at the face of the card, it looks like everybody's standing and surrounding the one person. Everyone's banding together around TikTok. If we put the one person, if this is the readings about TikTok. So, and it's weird because I've been so upset, like grieving all week about this. And yes, we are the world. We are the children. we're here to make a better place. Good. Yeah. Good reference there, Kim. And if I have felt like today, this really weird, unusual calm settled over me, probably about, a little bit yesterday. That just was like, it is what it is. It is so. And so I guess we're going to see kind of how this goes. So luckily this is going to be recorded, so we can at least go back and be like, wow, how did I do on that one? Again, I'm not trying to predict anything. I'm just asking the cards to show the patterns of what we can expect. And I'd say it reads like a book, if I'm being honest. If I'm going literally by book definition of the tarot cards as I know them and how I've studied them, then I'd say, we're waiting on that knight in shining armor. We are taking action and stand our ground, work together. And, I think it is important that if we want to see change, we're going to have to actively engage in the change. The energy needs to go into the change. So if you want to keep TikTok, you're going to have to contact your senators, your representatives to say, we don't want the ban. At least give us the 9 months to figure it out. But come on, like, this is not what the people want. So buy us some time, maybe. So that was kind of cool. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I have to feed my dogs and get ready for my next client. We're going to do a little past life regression. I love doing those. So if you've ever wondered who you are in a past life and how it affects your life today, hit me up. I do past life regressions. I'm certified to do them virtually. So like my next client's in a whole different state. I'm not, Sandra, because it's a paid client. So that's what I got up next, a paid client. So I'm going to end the live, and I truly, truly appreciate you guys all hanging out. Well, Donald Trump's not going to do it either. If you understand how our government works, our president cannot save it. It's an act of Congress. Congress did this. Our representatives did this. Okay. So, all right. My person just texted me, said that they are ready to go. So I'm going to go so I can go get myself in position and take care of my dogs. And okay, good. I'm glad. Good to know about the past life. Thank you. Have a beautiful, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you. Love you, my friend. And also, I just realized I never answered your text, Kelly. I am so sorry. I think it happened when I was in transition. So text me again later and we will go back. I'll revisit that. I'm so sorry. I was like, oh my God, I didn't respond to that. I think I was driving or something. I forget what I was doing. So I know, I'm sorry, Andrea, but I do have to, the paying clients do come first. I do have to make them priorities. She just texted me, said she's ready. So I'm going to get ready for her. And thank you all so much. If you're not following me on my other platforms, make sure you're doing that: YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm not happy to stay to do the Meta thing, but that's where I've had my foothold. And yeah, so it's Becky, it's not, you have to understand the way the government works. It's not about the president. Yeah, this was an act of Congress. And the fact that they put it into a humanitarian bill was sneaky as AF, because the humanitarian bill had to be passed. So make sure that you do your due diligence and see exactly what happened. So you know who to also reach out to. So you know how to reach out to and be like, hey, let's save this thing. Okay. Because if your people in your state are like truly on your side, they will do what they can to turn this around. It's not a done deal. It can be reversed. It can be fixed. So, all right, my phone's blowing up now. I gotta go, friends. But thank you so much. And thank you, Yessie, for all your help. Oh, I didn't pull you a card. I got you. I got you, boo. I promise. All right. Thank you all so much. Have an absolutely fantastic night. And I will be on tomorrow, Spirit Signs and Sips. Spirit Signs and Sips from 10 a.m. to 12. I'll be on for my live broadcast in the morning. And hopefully I'll be downstairs in my reading room with my crown on. All right. Thank you all. Have a good night. Bye.